Welcome everyone. Welcome to Tanya Marie's Juice Bar. Today I'm here to serve you some juicy celebrity topics, and I'm just so glad you guys are here with me again. If you've been watching me, I just started this whole YouTube experience, and I'm getting my footing. But like I've told some of you before, I'm not here to serve you tea. What's a little more thirst quenching than tea? Juice. Juice is the way to go. So I've got some juicy hot topics for you today. And if you keep watching me, I'm going to do some Halloween specials. Dress in costume. Get a little creative with it, you know what I mean? But it's not going to be the same each and every time, I'll tell you that much. It's always going to be constantly changing. I told you that before. One thing about me is I'm different. I'm very, very different. So I have thriving ideas that I'm gonna share with you guys. But anyways, congratulations are in order because Nicki Minaj and Kenneth Petty welcomed their first baby. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. Do you? Probably not, because they've been keeping this a secret from the world. And I'm anxious to know when they're gonna set us straight. If it's a boy, I'm sure it's going to look just like Kenneth. And if it's a girl, definitely a mini Nicki. So welcome to motherhood, queen. Nicki's going to make a beautiful mother. And I just read today that she actually announced to the world that she's going to actually be retiring so she can make her family. And kudos to her because, she's put in a lot of work. She can rest with those millions she's made. I mean, she can, so why not? Speaking of millions, Kylie Jenner, I read today, she spent $12,000 on a backpack for Stormy. $12,000. Okay, now, I get how you can spend your money however you want because it's the fruits of your labor. You know what I mean? But come on, $12,000 for a backpack during a pandemic? I think not. That can go to so many people. It's charity. It could be for Stormy's school. It could be for like a relief fund. I don't know. I feel indifferent about that. And I'm sure some of you guys do too, because that's just a bit ridiculous, you know what I mean? But hey, it's her money. We can't tell her how to spend it, right? But anyways, life goes on, and moving along from womb to tomb, there's sad news in order today. Chrissy Tiegen and John Legend, they suffered a miscarriage. And it's sad because they've kind of opened up their arms and their hearts to us. We feel like we're a part of their life because of how open they are. You know what I mean? So it's like we're there, right there with them. And when she made that announcement that she miscarried, it was very sad. But the vultures have to come in and put in their 2 cents. This internet stuff, it's crazy. I mean, I just want to tell people, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. I mean, that's elementary, right? But evidently, there's a bunch of pro-lifers who are mocking Chrissy and John for their miscarriage. Now, who am I to say, you can't have your opinion, right? Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But when it comes to this sensitive topic, it's not like abortion is the same thing as a miscarriage. 2 separate entities entirely. I mean, granted, a miscarriage can be called a spontaneous abortion in health jargon, in medical jargon, but it's not an abortion. You don't choose to have a miscarriage, it just happens. Whereas an abortion, you have the right to choose. So apparently these pro-lifers, they're chiming in on, they're going hard on her. And I can't help but to think, why? Why in their time of grief are you just digging and clawing and poking? There's no point. There's no point to it. Get a life. Have several seats. Seriously. Have several freaking seats. Anyways, moving along. Chadwick Bozeman is making headlines. Recently, Netflix actually put out some pictures of him filming his latest movie. Yes, that's right. Chadwick was filming a movie while he was sick, and nobody knew it. So he left us a little nugget of his legacy in one more movie. So I'm excited to see this movie, and it actually was a play by August Wilson. So I know that's going to be good. It's called Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. It's going to premiere on Netflix December 18th, so I'm definitely going to tune in for that. If you guys don't know, August Wilson was actually a Pittsburgh playwright. Pittsburgh turns out some of the most talented people, I do have to say that. There's a lot of talent walking these streets, and my daughter is definitely one of them. I'll have her on so you guys can see a little bit about her. She's a self-taught gymnast, and you know what taught her gymnastics? YouTube. But she's very talented. But let me not go off on a rabbit trail or a tangent. I call them Tanya tangents. But Chadwick Bozeman, he's in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and that's going to be such a treat for us because when he died, the movie was actually on the cutting room floor. So nobody knew. Nobody knew when they were filming that he was sick. Viola Davis actually made a statement to the New York Times saying she noticed he was struggling during filming but had no idea he was suffering a silent battle. If you guys have been under a rock, Chadwick Bozeman died August 28th from a 4-year battle with colon cancer. Rest in peace, you beautiful black soul. He was so handsome. He was definitely taken from us too soon, way too soon, and he was talented too. He had so much life ahead of him. Like, his star wasn't even as bright as it should have been, you know? But that was so sad, which leads me to this little public service announcement. If you're a man, if you're a black man, no, a man in general of a certain age, maybe let's say 35, get an annual exam. If not for you, do it for those of you or those who love you. You know what I mean? Because this could be the difference between life and death, if you live or die. And that's important. Life is important. We only get one, right? But I can attest to this because my father, he actually is a healthy man. He's a retired athlete. He played professional baseball and takes very good care of himself. So looking at him, he looks very good on the outside. But if it wasn't for his annual exam, we would have never known that he was carrying this sickly disease in him. He had prostate cancer. But early detection was key in this. And that was the difference between if he lived or if he died. And right now, my father is in remission. His levels are great, almost virtually undetectable. So early detection. So put your pride to the side, guys, because I know a lot of people out there, they don't like going to the hospital or doctors or any of that medical stuff. But it is the difference between life and death. So get those annual exams, okay? All right, in other news, Dr. Dre and his soon-to-be ex-wife, Nicole, have been suffering a messy legal battle, okay? But today it came to a head. She's been asking for $1.5 million in expenses because, you know, even though they're not together, she still has household bills and her feminine needs and her wants and whatever. He's been taking care of her. So she's been asking for that for expenses, including security. Now, security is evidently an issue between them. He apparently hired her current security team, okay? And apparently she wants to hire her own team because his security team is spying on her for him. Now, I'm not sure if she's being paranoid, but it could very well be. I mean, if I was her, or if I was in her position, I would want my own security team too. Because this is a man who I'm divorcing who probably highly dislikes me, if not hates me. So I would like the chance to actually hire my own team who I've vetted, who I trust. You know what I mean? And plus, she's been getting death threats. And there's been comments on the internet saying, like, oh, I'll make her disappear for you. Stuff like that. So I could see why she's kind of like on edge. But the judge denied her. Okay? And also, her attorneys wanted an acceleration date for him to pay $5 million in her attorney's fees. And he actually denied that too, flat out rejected. And this is crazy because I think the reason why he denied both requests is because Dr. Dre's attorney told the judge that Dr. Dre would be willing to pay Nicole her expenses and including security during their pending divorce. So I think what's happening here is Nicole wants that on paper. Because, say, what if he decides he doesn't want to pay it? It's not on paper. So who's to say he's just going to say, I don't want to pay it, you do it yourself. And they're just going to end up right back in court again. You know what I mean? So that's a little messy, and I really hope Dr. Dre follows through with what he said he would do. Because if not, she can actually find herself in bankruptcy. Her credit could get way, way messed up if she's trying to pay for her expenses on her own because he didn't live up to what he said he would do. But if she had that court order from the judge, that would ensure that Dr. Dre paid her and she got her money, what she was owed. Now, I didn't see anything about spousal support or child support. I'm not sure if these two have children. I know Dre has kids, but I'm not sure if he has kids with her per se. But we'll see what happens next, because this is definitely leading into something. Anyways, moving right along. Let's see, what else do I have to tell you guys? J-Lo. Jennifer Lopez, congratulations. She's finally getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. And that's great because J-Lo, she's been on her grind for a long time. And you know what? The way she was snuffed during the Oscars, she deserves this, okay? She's getting the People's Choice Lifetime Achievement Award on Sunday, November 15th. So stay tuned for that. I mean, I love her. She's done a lot for film, television, fashion, music, dancing. She's like the dancing goddess, okay? But yeah, so many catchy tunes. Ain't that funny? I'm real. What else? All my pride is all I have. Waiting for tonight. Whoa. What about let's get loud? Let's get loud. What else? Play, come on, play that song. Play it all night long. She's my girl. I love J-Lo. Slow songs, fast songs. She's, like I said, she's the dancing queen, and I swear she comes up with the best club tracks. And she did great at the Super Bowl. So yes, it's about time she's getting one of these Lifetime Achievement Awards. She deserves to be celebrated. She's beautiful. She's one of the best natural looking beauties out there. She doesn't need a lick of makeup and she still looks flawless. So, go J-Lo. All right, what else? What else do I have to tell you guys? It's October 1st, the first of the month. And actually, here's a fun little tidbit. There's a full moon outside. And not only is this any regular full moon, it's the harvest moon. And what a harvest moon is the first full moon after the autumnal equinox, okay? So it's special. And it's the second smallest full moon of the year. But don't let its size fool you, okay? it's actually the brightest luminary experience that you'll see. So if you go outside and stare into the moon for, I don't know, a couple minutes, I'm not sure how long, but you're actually said to get tears in your eyes from how bright it is. So that's kind of cool, right? Here's another fun fact. The next full moon after tonight, guess when that is? Dun, 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 Halloween. And you know what? Halloween is said to be the thinnest that the veil between the living and the dead is. So if you plan on doing any seances or communing with the dead, that would be the night to do it. Halloween, a full moon, yeah, definitely perfect. But what else did I want to tell you? I'm still following this Carol Baskin story. There's nothing has emerged from that story yet. I'm waiting because I really feel like she killed her husband. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the other day I did a story on Carol Baskin's. She was Joe Exotic's arch nemesis on Tiger King. And cadaver dogs found, sniffed out human remains on this guy's lake house, on meters from his lake house property. So we're waiting to see if that's actually her ex-husband's DNA, you know? And if it's not her ex-husband's, who the hell's is it? You know? But thank you for tuning in with me. I'm excited. I don't have any recipes for you today, but next time I definitely will have something fresh and fun for you to try. Remember that apple cider. Definitely try it. It will get you drunk off your ass. Excuse my language, but that's just the truth of the matter. Anyways, thank you for watching, guys, and come see me again. I love to share my juice with you guys. Have a good night and happy October. Mwah.